Yun lang po, salamat po.
Hello, good morning po. I am Nimrod Rubia from the Office of Civil Defense, and I will be presenting the Heroic Act checklist po. Next slide, please. So for the Heroic Act category, we maintained the checklist was used up from the past year, and minor revisions lang po ang ginawa natin dito. So we have three major parts po here. The first one is the gravity of the actions that merits the nominee. Scroll up po muna, sorry. This recognition focuses not only on the person, but on the act connected with the situation or event he or she is exposed to. The event or the situation is defined by the degree of difficulty being demanded by the need to save one's person's lives. Next, the act was committed outside the tour of duty and or jurisdiction. In some cases, the nominee may act beyond his or her ability in protecting and saving the historical or heritage value of a national symbol. Next, heroic act pertains to having or involving recourse to daring or forceful action. Lastly, heroic acts are applicable to all walks of life. So this heroic act category has three parts. The first one is the gravity of the action that merit the nominee. So 1.1, beyond this will be having a maximum of 60 points. So for 1.1, ito po yung parang make or break niya. So this should be action should be beyond the call of duty and or self-sacrificing action or behavior from private or public individual. So the indicator here is the identifying person or organization performing the action, if belonging to either public or private sector. And then the means of verification for number one, and then for number two, the actions performed or exemplifying courageous, noble, or in the face of difficulty during situational events. Yung means of yung MOV po natin dito ay they should have a narrative report of the profile of the individual or organization, whether public or private. Dapat po medyo detalyado po yung narrative report po ng ating nominee para po mas intindihan po ng mga validators po natin yung kwento kung paano po naging heroic yung isang nominee po natin, kung paano po niya na iligtas o kung ano man po yung nagawa niyang heroic, para po mas maintindihan po natin at validate ng maayos. At meron din po dapat narrative report ng mismong chronological event o ng situational incident. At mas maganda rin po kung merong captured photos or videos para po mas ma-validate ng maayos kung talaga bang heroic act yung nagawa ng nominee. And mas maganda rin pong meron tayong situational or incidental report from LGU na submitted to higher authorities. Maganda rin pong merong spot incident report from other reliable agencies like PNP, BFP, or other agencies po na nag-i-issue po ng ganitong report. And also, mas maganda rin po kung meron tayong news clippings. It may be from social media, from traditional media. Basta po meron po tayong news clippings responding outside of his or her jurisdiction. Additional points po ito kung yung nominee po ay hindi nakatira doon sa area kung saan po nangyari yung heroic act. And then also documents to prove the nominee is out of duty if belonging to public sector. For example po, isa po siyang police or sundalo at hindi po siya naka-duty. Meron po siyang documents to provide na isang proof po na hindi po siya naka-duty nung araw na yun nung nangyari yung kanyang heroic act. And for 1.2, exposure to risk or imminent danger to the life of the nominee in doing the heroic act. There should be a high risk to death or injury. So the capability and capacity of the nominee, classification of incidents, emergencies, either simple, regular, or complex. So number one, for skilled or trained nominee, there should a 30 points will be given if the complex incident will lead to imminent danger with high exposure to injury or death. And then kapag simple or regular lang po yung incident that could lead to imminent danger but less exposure to injury or death, 20 points lang po. Yung complex incident po, yung for example po merong bagyo, tapos dahil po sa bagyong yun, bumabaha, malakas yung agos ng nung bahang yun. Parang tumaas yung ilog, ganun po. Tapos saka po kayo nagkaroon ng rescue operations. Yun po yung mga parang naituturing po din complex incident. Yung mga simple incident naman po, yung mga road crash, mga parang single incident lang po na wala pong iba pang nangyari matapos po yung incident yun. Yun po ang parang pagkakaiba po nila. And then for unskilled or untrained, we will be giving 30 points po. Halos parehas lang din naman po siya sa skilled or trained. Ang pagkakaiba lang po nilang parehas, nilang dalawa ay wala pong certificate of training for unskilled or untrained. Pero maliban po dun, halos wala na pong pagkakaiba itong dalawang unskilled at saka yung skilled na MOV. For number 2, Response or Life-Saving Act, we will be giving 25 points if trained with minimum competency. Tapos, if beyond the call of duty, 2.1 will be given for 2.1 for timeliness, rescue of victims during response operations, management, proper pre-hospital treatment like BLS po, basic life support, CPR, standard first aid. Kapag nakapag-conduct po ng necessary systemic procedure, we will be giving 10 points po. Kapag no conduct of necessary procedure, we will be giving 5 points po as a consolation na lang din po sa ating nominee. And then 2.2, resource utilized kapag gumamit po yung nominee ng alternative, innovative, improvised resources or equipment during the actual response or use of indigenous materials or products. Dapat po meron silang narrative report plus witness accounts and photo documentation. Kung wala pong narrative report, witness account po or photo documentation lang, 8 points po. Kapag wala pong naipakitang kahit ano, na gumamit sila nito, consolation lang po na 5 points. And 2.3, if no perceived foul play or standing investigation, kapag wala pong complaints na filed, meron po silang automatic na 5 points kapag may naipakita pong police report. Kapag hindi naman po trained or unskilled po yung ating nominee, it will be, scroll down lang po. For 2.4, if not trained or unskilled po yung ating nominee, it will be initiative versus the difficulty of the heroic act. For the degree of retrieving or recovering the victim is alive or whole and or object or property with historical, cultural, and I'll repeat po. And for if not trained for unskilled po ang ating nominee, it will be initiative versus the difficulty. The degree of retrieving or recovering the victim should be is alive or whole and or the object or property with historical, cultural, and heritage value. 25 points po ang ating automatic na ibibigay kapag meron po narrative report regarding po sa kanyang heroic act, kung gaano po kahirap yung ginawa niyang pagsasalba dun sa ating victim or kung gaano po kahirap yung pagsalba niya dun sa ating object or property with historical, cultural, or heritage value. At meron pong photo documentation and witness accounts. Meron pong 25 points yung ating nominee. And for the third and last part, kapag meron pong nabigay na commendation, endorsement from the community, organization, or any credible persons, may automatic 15 points po yung ating nominee kapag meron pong naibigay na ganitong proof si nominee. It can also be non-tangible. For example po, may interview or video si nominee na ipakita na may nag-upload po sa kanyang heroic na ginawa. Pwede pong mag-count yun as commendation for a total of 100 points. Thank you po. So that would be for the heroic act. Any questions po?
Our next category will be the private organization category. This will be discussed by Mr. Marlon Reyes from the Department of Trade and Industry.